Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the show. And we have Dr. Mo Karim here, who's going to be talking about weight loss. He's going to talk about not just weight loss, but how to keep it up and how to use different functions that he uses in his office to help you achieve those goals. Today, like we said, weight loss is a huge topic. We have people that are not just struggling with their weight, but we have people that are struggling with diabetes and neuropathy. And the great thing about Dr. Mo, as we've had him on the show a couple times so far, is he's talked not just about neuropathy, but also how to heal the body. Not just healing the body, but making sure that the spine is in alignment with everything so that the body is able to heal. So today we're going to ask Dr. Mo a couple questions. And before we start, I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Mo, for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. I love doing these.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Again.
And I'm sure there will be many more. But with that being said, we're going to ask you just a couple questions that I've had some viewers that have been on the show that have actually asked about weight loss. And of course, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not able to answer that. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, go right ahead.
All righty. So one of the main questions that I hear is, I've done many weight loss programs and some have worked for me and some have not. But a lot of the time I seem to gain back the weight. Why is that?
Well, that's a great question there. That's actually, I would say 90% of people usually ask that question. And I mean, there's a few things. I mean, one is the patient really going full board with the program and doing the full program, or are they cheating here and there? Another thing is, yeah, it could be someone is diehard and they go right into the program, they do the whole thing, but then they're not losing as much. And that really comes all back to the gut, okay? Your gut. If you've got a leaky gut syndrome, yeah, you are going to have troubles with losing weight. Yeah, if you've tried 10 different weight loss programs, they're not going to work for you as well as other people, right? Because you've got that leaky gut. So a lot of times when someone comes in the clinic, the first thing that I do, and that's every single patient that comes in my clinic, I have to evaluate that gut. So we do have a sheet that we give them that talks about the gut, and we have them circle anything that they've got. And if we don't address the gut, then, you know, that's why you won't be able to lose the weight. Diabetes, that's why, you know, you're stuck at that diabetes type 2. You can reverse that. And I'll talk about that how here in a little bit. But that's where inflammation comes from. That's where autoimmune diseases come from. Your gut is basically your second brain. I would say it's like 80% of diseases and inflammation, that's where it comes from, is your gut. And your brain gut is associated together. It's actually through the vagus nerve, and that's how it communicates. So if you had a head injury, you definitely have leaky gut syndrome.
A head injury?
Yeah. So if you bumped your head, whether you're, you know, as a child or when you're an adult or a car accident, sports, anything like that, then you definitely have a leaky gut. And that's why a lot of people nowadays are developing these symptoms and allergies that they didn't have before when they were kids, and it's because of the gut. So a lot of times just cleaning the gut, you're not going to be that gluten sensitive anymore, right? You're not going to have a lot of these sensitivities that people are starting to develop nowadays. And, you know, it's all of a sudden, okay, I'm sensitive to dairy. I didn't used to be sensitive to dairy. And that's all comes back to because it's a leaky gut. So we got to evaluate, look at the gut, and then go, okay, well, yeah, you need gut health or just weight loss in general will be okay for you.
Well, leaky gut, I hear a lot about it. And how do you know if you even have leaky gut? What would some of the symptoms be?
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, I'll give you examples. We get a lot of knee patients that come in the clinic and they're like, hey, doc, my knees are always swollen. They're not going down. You know, sometimes when I walk, it gets pain and it's always swollen. Well, that swelling, that's inflammation, right? That's a big indication, okay, we need to clean that gut. I would say 90% of the time when I look at their gut sheet, they do have a gut issue. Or hey, my hands are always swollen, or I'm not getting sufficient circulation down my feet or hands, or, you know,
Right.
or just autoimmune diseases in general. I mean, like diabetes, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, a lot of that stuff, it's a gut issue. So, I mean, we've helped so many people with Crohn's disease re-heal their gut and not be on medication anymore because it was a gut thing and we cleaned it out and now they don't have that issue. So it all comes back to the gut. The gut is like the second brain.
Wow. Okay. I notice you, it's like, for me, I'm thinking, okay, gut, I'm thinking of the stomach. And I notice you're talking about the knees and being swollen. Would there be anything within the stomach that I would even notice also if, let's say I don't have a knee problem, but maybe I'm having stomach problems or stomach issues or?
Yeah. So like heartburns, the acid reflux, you know, when you eat something, all of a sudden you're not feeling great,
Wow.
stuff like that. You know, that's all. But, you know, when we're talking to gut, it's really your intestine that is what's absorbing all the nutrients and stuff. So if your intestine isn't working right, you're not going to absorb all of that. And that's why you start to have issues and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Now, I heard that you're offering a weight loss program currently right now. What does that entail?
Yeah, so right now there is a special usually we do around this time of the year and through January. And basically we do have a weight loss kit that we're gifting. That kit is typically $1,500.
Wow.
And yeah, and we're giving it as a gift. So it's limited time, limited to amount of people, but we're gifting it as long as you come in and you're a good candidate, then we can gift you with it and have you start that program. But what it all entails really is coming in, doing a consult, making sure that you're the right fit. We need to know what is it that you've done in the past or what is it that you're trying to accomplish. And then we actually do have a trial treatment as well. So we do, with our weight loss program, we do use laser. So it's an FDA approved laser to basically think of it as like melting fat.
Okay.
Okay. Now you don't feel it. It doesn't hurt you. There's no scars, anything like that. It's basically, it's just the light that you don't really feel. But it's FDA approved for getting rid of fat cells.
So
Okay.
the laser, it's funny, when I think of laser, I think of like a laser beam. I want to run away from it. Does it just focus on the area?
Yeah, so the laser that we've got actually has 6 lasers on it. And it actually, I mean, women love it because you can target 3 areas. So we can target their gut, their hips, and their thighs.
Wow.
Yeah. So so that's one part. And then the other part is the vibration plate that we usually also put you on. And the vibration is basically stimulate the lymphatic system because that's how we get rid of those gunky fatty cells out. Is through the lymphatic system. So it basically just stimulates that. So it kind of speeds up that process for us.
Is this, do you do the laser and the vibration plate like all at once, or is it depending on the certain person that you're working with, you just?
Yeah, so it's usually the kit, and that's the nutrition that they need to do at home. So it's actually a guide of what they need to eat, how much they need to eat, what kind of foods. So yes foods, no foods, and then there's supplements that actually help and aid. And actually I've got multiple videos that explain what each product is for because it's targeting a different area that deals with fat. So it targets the brain, targets the thyroid, targets the liver, targets the gut. So each product is doing something in order to get the best results and basically keep it off. And then the laser, what that is really doing is, it's shrinking the fat cell, but also that's more of the people like to lose the inches as well. So you're losing more of the inches with the laser. And then the vibration plate is just a bonus, just gets everything flowing, the circulation flowing, the lymphatic system that starts to work and get rid of a lot of the toxins out of the body.
Wow. Okay. And how long is it like a 13-week course? Is there just depending on the person? How does that normally work?
So it's typically a 30-day program.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a 30-day program with the diet, and then the in-clinic usually will go a little bit longer than that. Usually be about a month and a half to 2 months, depends on the person's schedule.
Okay. And
Yeah.
do people normally see results right away, like within that 30 days, if they're doing the program?
So so we do have a special, and we'll talk about that here at the end. But the first treatment that you come in, it's a consult. You get a treatment of laser and the vibration plate. So all that is included in the special. And typically, what patients are seeing, so we do a measurement before we do the laser and the vibration plate, and we do a measurement right after, so you can see the difference. But typically, it's about 1 inch to 2 inches loss.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I just got another question from somebody online, and they were saying, what makes your program different from all the other weight loss programs like Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, and?
Well, that's a great question. That I would say it's because we're with you every step of the way. Okay, you've got access to myself and my staff 24 hours a day, 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So basically, you send me a message, I see it, I respond to you, whether it's on the weekend, holidays, anything like that. So you've got that constant coach, and then we're actually having you come to the clinic, and we're asking you, hey, how's things going? So we're constantly with you every step of the way. And plus you're getting access to our portal, and you're getting emails from us every day just to remind you to follow through. So like I said, we're basically nagging at you every day, right? But we're not physically there. So the only way that you would not succeed in it is yourself, because you're not doing what we're telling you to do.
So what you're saying, if I'm about to eat that cheesecake and I'm struggling at 3 a.m, I can text you, right?
Oh yeah, I've got messages at 1 a.m., 3 a.m. So trust me, I've gotten those messages.
Wow.
Or they're confused about, hey, can I eat this or can I eat this? And usually that's the stuff that we'll help them with. So it's right on the fly. Usually if it's during the day where I'm awake, I'm usually responding to it pretty quick. Obviously, if I'm sleeping, it's the first thing when I wake up, I'm usually responding to those messages.
This is it's off the subject, but on the subject. It's interesting. I've been always fascinated with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Arnold was a coach for Hollywood before he blew up, back in the 80s. And he would help out. I remember this one actress, her name was Lonnie Anderson. She's still acting. But they asked her, how do you keep so slim and trim? And one of the things she said that she does, and it works very well, when she's wanting to have that piece of cake or that Snickers bar or candy that Arnold taught her, put it in your mouth, chew it, and spit it out. and that's what he was teaching them. And I'm just kind of amazed. Do you think that works still? Yeah,
because it's your taste buds, right? You're getting that, okay, that's going to go in my belly. I love that taste. And then you spit it out. It's not really going in, so it's not getting digested, so it's not going through the system. So yeah, that's
so tricking your mind.
Yeah, tricking your mind, tricking the body. Yep.
So after this call, I think I'm going to go get a Big Mac at McDonald's and just. I'm just joking.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's definitely not good for you.
No. That's why you're having gut problems. Get off McDonald's now.
Yeah.
Okay, so another one is currently right now, what type of specials are you right now running in your program that you recommend?
So the special right now, it's $37. You pay $37. You can come in for a visit and see what is it that we're offering. Basically, you're getting the consult. So we're going to tell you, and we're upfront. Okay, if the weight loss is going to work for you, we're going to tell you, yep, weight loss is going to work for you. If it's a gut issue, we're going to address it's a gut issue. So we're truthful. We're not, if it's a gut issue and you decide to go with the weight loss, that's up to you. But we told you ahead of time that this might not be the best result for you. I just give you my best recommendation, and then it's up to you what you do with it. It's your body, it's your health, right? But yeah, so you get the consult, then we'll do the measurements, then we'll do the treatment with the laser, and then the vibration plate. And that's really, I mean, $37, that's nothing. That's you going out to dinner with you and your spouse and eating junk food, right?
This nowadays. Are you now? Does that program come with you said that you were going to gift a $1,500 gift or something like that?
Yeah, it's the kit. So the kit is typically $1,500, but that we all evaluate once we know what is it that you're trying to accomplish, what your goals are, and then which program is best for you, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm sure right now this is your busy year for weight loss, December and January, probably a little bit of February.
Oh yeah, we're actually booked all the way through, I think, the 20th, January 20th, for weight loss. Yeah.
All right. So wow, some great stuff. So everyone out there in internet land, please share the video. You never know who you're helping, as in sharing, whether it's weight loss, whether it's knee pain, Dr. Mo Karim is here for you. What are the main areas that you're pretty much helping in your surrounding areas in the Iowa area?
You mean like condition wise, or?
No, I mean, as in like in the surrounding areas, like around how many do you get people from, how far from Iowa? Like, what are the areas that you're based
for weight loss, we actually have people driving, 45 an hour out just to come see us, because they're seeing that, and a lot of times, they hear it from a friend or somebody that has gone through the program, and they're like, oh yeah, this is great. Or they see it, like a lot of times, like we're getting a lot referrals right now because it's that time of the year where people are getting together. And they're like, oh wow, I haven't seen you in a while, and what have you done? And
right.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So what would you recommend to somebody that's maybe tried a lot of weight programs and they've just kind of like given up? What would you say to somebody out there that's maybe struggling with that, or that has that idea in their head right now as they're watching this live stream?
I would say if you've had weight problems, then you probably have a gut issue. And if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can just come for a consult. It'll be free. I'll give you a free consult. Just see, is it a gut thing or what is it that it's going? But I mean, the best way to heal the body is food, and it's the right kind of food. That's the best way to heal body. It's not medication. It's not all the diets and all that. It's really cleansing your body, eating the right foods that does it. And that's, I always tell people, some of the programs that we have, they're hard. They're not for everybody. They're for the people that are ready to make a change, that are sick of dealing with the same issues, that want to do something. This isn't for somebody that's shopping or like, I'm just going to half-ass this and do it and see how it goes. Right. It's not for that type of person. It's really for the person that wants to do something. And I've told you that, that I was going to mention about diabetes. I mean, we've seen that a lot of people that are diabetic, they actually have gut issues. So just by cleaning the gut, we have reversed so many people. We've reversed their diabetes. So they're not diabetic anymore. Okay. And I've told you about Crohn's disease. We've reversed a lot of that stuff. Autoimmune. So people with arthritis, really bad arthritis, that's really inflammation in the joints. Mm-hmm. So they start going, hey, doc, I haven't had pain like that, or I haven't had pain in a while where I used to have pain every day. And it's because, okay, we cleaned your system out. So it's a full body cleanse, basically, is how you think about it. But yeah, if you're struggling, then a lot of times I would say it's probably your gut.
Wow, it's amazing you're talking about diabetes, and I know there's a large percentage of people out there that struggle with that. And it's really sad because we hear a lot of other doctors where they're just giving prescription after prescription, and they're taking 15 to 20 pills a day. And it's good to hear from somebody like you that you can reverse it, because we're not hearing that out there. We're hearing to keep taking the pills and the vitamins, and it has 90% of everything that you consume in your body.
Yep. I mean, I always tell people that are not really getting it, I go, who made you diabetic? Who made you diabetic? It's you. You did it to yourself. Now, if someone would have done that to you, if say a medical provider would have made you diabetic, you'd probably sue them.
Sure.
So why aren't you suing yourself and do something about it, right?
Oh my God. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for having, just being on the show. I thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I love doing those. Yeah.
Hey, everyone, we have the phone number on the screen. We also have both of his, Dr. Karim's websites. Take a look. You're going to also be seeing some of his live testimonials. One thing I love about testimonials is you're seeing actual people where their lives are being changed. And we have many videos that you're going to see. I'm going to share only about 2 just because he has too many, which you can go to his YouTube channel. But anyways, everyone, thank you so much for being on the show, and you being on the show, Dr. Karim. Guys, share it. And remember this, when you're sharing a video, you might not have the problem, but you might be able to help somebody else solve their problem. Anyways, guys, make sure you run to Dr. Karim's website and give him a call. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Nice.